Okay guys, so nowadays it's a very common practice to use the bracing or moment connection to resist the lateral load. Okay, you must have seen many steel structure where I have also make video that we normally use this type of moment connection to resist any lateral load which is coming to your structure, because moment connection is very much efficient to cater or to carry this lateral load. Okay, and also we have another option, that is we can use the bracing also for carrying this lateral load. Okay, here you can see if we apply this lateral load here, it transferred to this bracing, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one to this foundation. It can easily transfer this lateral load to this foundation. And a classic example of using this type of bracing in high-rise building is this one. Here obviously, of course, this is a complete steel structure. Okay, and here we have used this type of diamond bracing to cater this lateral load. Okay, this lateral load may be come from wind or maybe due to earthquake. Okay, and the third type structure or the component of structure which can cater or which can carry this lateral load is, yes, we have a third option, that is shear wall. Okay, so in this video I will talk in detail what is shear wall, why this is used, and how it can cater your lateral load. Okay, so before starting this video, please do subscribe this channel if you're new, and it really matters a lot to me, and also you are definitely going to be benefited in future. Okay, so let's start. Before starting, let's have a look how a shear wall actually looks like. Okay, here you can see that till now we have discussed everything related to steel structure, whether it is a portal frame, whether it is a steel frame structure where we have used this type of bracing. Okay, everything is steel structure. Okay, now what about the concrete structure? When we have a concrete RC frame, actually reinforced concrete frame structure, there we cannot use this type of moment connection, or we cannot normally use this type of bracing connection. Now who is going to take the lateral load? Okay, of course in that case we have to use the shear wall. Here you can see that this is a concrete RC frame. Okay, reinforced concrete frame, and this beam column joint cannot be treated as 100% moment connection. Okay, and also you cannot use the bracing, the conventional bracing, steel bracing here to cater the lateral load. Okay, so of course we have to use this shear wall. Of course we will discuss how this shear wall is going to carry the lateral load which is coming to this frame structure. Okay, and in real life a shear wall actually looks something like this one. Here you can see this is the shear wall, this is the depth, and this is the width. Okay, it is actually under construction. Okay, so let's start from the very basic concept. Okay, let's say we have a portal frame like this, and every joint is pin joint. Every joint is pin joint. Okay, now ideally, theoretically, under vertical load it is okay, it is stable. But what if I apply a lateral load like this? As all the joints are pin, it is very clear to you that it's going to collapse, because all the joints here are pin joint. So it is not at all stable, not at all stable structure. To make it the stable structure, what we have to do, the first option we can do, we can make all these joint fixed. Okay, maybe this one is pinned, it doesn't matter, but this beam column joint must have to be a fixed joint to carry the moment, or we can say that this joint must is to be a moment connection. Okay, and second option, if we cannot use this moment connection, what we can do? In that case, of course, we have to use some bracing to carry this lateral load from this point. All these joints are pin joint. Okay, so to carry this lateral load P, we have to use some bracing like this. Okay, so now the load directly goes from this point to this foundation through this bracing. Okay, so this was the basic concept, and now this combination is very much possible for any steel structure. Okay, but if this frame is not made of steel, in that case the use of moment connection like this one or use of bracing like this one is literally quite costly, also impractical. Okay, so if it is a RC frame, reinforced concrete frame, in that case we have to think about some other alternative. Okay, so let's say we are not going to use any moment connection, or we are not going to use any type of bracing. Okay, simply let's say we are going to construct a wall here. Okay, let's say this is a wall. We have constructed a wall like this. Okay, within this frame, this wall is fixed here at the base. Now let's say apply some lateral load here. Now what is going to happen? Is it going to collapse again? Of course not. Of course not. Okay, because we have completely filled the void within this frame, okay, by constructing some wall. Is not this interesting? Though it is not that much economical in case of the steel construction, but in case of a concrete construction it is very much economical. Not only that, it can cater this lateral load very well. Okay, just think about the shear concept. Okay, you have a object seated on this base, it is fixed on this base. Now you are applying some force like this. What is going to happen? It is going to deform like this, and this is known as shear strain. Okay, the same thing is going to happen here also. The deformation is very much negligible. This delta is going to be very much less because it is very much rigid and stiff along this plane, along this direction. Okay, you can easily bend this wall if you apply a moment like this, but it is not the case here. Okay, we are applying lateral load here. Okay, so it is going to serve our purpose very well. Okay, so the first option was to make this frame stable, was of course moment connection, and in case of any steel portal frame it is very much convenient to use the moment connection. And second option was we can use the bracing. Also in case of a steel frame we can use this one and it serves very well. But the third option, in case of any concrete structure, we have to use this shear wall. Okay, so now you have a clear concept what actually shear wall is and how it carries any type of lateral load. Here you can see that in this building we have provided shear wall number 1 along this direction. If we apply any lateral load in this direction, this shear wall is going to cater this. Okay, now your wind is not going to come in a single direction, it may come also in this direction. In that case, this is the shear wall number 2 which is going to carry this lateral load. Okay, the same is applicable for earthquake also. Okay, so this is the basic concept of shear wall. If we have any lateral load, it's going to carry this load by the action of shear to this foundation. Correct. Now in a modern days there are lots of buildings which are not constructing this shear wall, rather they are using their lift shaft as a shear wall. Okay, now first, what is actually lift shaft? Here you can see lift shaft is nothing the shaft or the duct through which your lift or elevator actually move. Okay, now if we can construct this duct in such a way that it is connected to the adjoining beam and column, of course it can transfer the lateral load from this beam. Okay, so in modern construction, here you can see that this is actually a lift shaft, but this RC construction also serve as a shear wall when your construction is actually completed. Okay,